Hi to all people that remember my last podcast. I think there are about 10 of them or 15. I've just heard the latest podcast from GateWorld.net and I'm a bit angry because I've seen the most. Well, first, some quick analysis of the podcast. The guys talk how awesome was this episode, obviously, and this was their favorite episode in the show. Uh, of course, the previous episode was also their favorite so far, and the previous, and the previous, and the previous, and the previous, since the beginning of the season. But what I hated more was the last part of the podcast, which I haven't uh, ended listening because it turns out that they made a Battlestar Galactica ad or podcast extra in the end. But when they were talking about Stargate, there was funny because I remember how they didn't like the gratuitous sex scene in the first part of Air, and now they were talking about how in the next podcast, 2 weeks from now, because the show is going to break, they will talk about sex in Stargate with communication stones. So yes, it's kind of stupid because they are being sold so easily in the idea of this new franchise, this new series that hasn't been proved right so far. And also they talk how much about the plot was good. What I didn't understand, sorry, I'm looking for smokes. Here they are. What I didn't understand about them was how would they manage to. One of the guys was talking about that how the ship stopped in the planet because that jungle planet had the toxin needed for repair, for curing the disease that was transmitted by this bacteria in the water. And he talked about so casually. He said, of course, Destiny knew that bug was on that planet, so they had to stop. I remembered in the first podcast they said that they didn't like the idea of this quasi goddess machine. In Spanish, no, but in original Latin it sounds like Deus ex machina, machina actually, because ch in Latin. Well, this kind of plot that Destiny has to do everything for them. Destiny has to make them survive, and it's stupid because actually it lowers the quality of the show. You always depend on this commonplace that is the Destiny knowing about all things in these planets, and you can't you are not able to be ingenious, to be unique, to prove yourself and your crew against the odds, because this ship will always do what is right for you. And I think that's a problem I have with Universe. Well, they talk about the sex scene, and just in the ending they put Battlestar Galactica music because they are going to do an extra feature on Battlestar Galactica: The Plan. Great movie. But what was funny is they were talking about Stargate while this music was starting and increasing, and I found these guys are no longer Stargate fans. They are Battlestar Galactica fans. They just love that thing. I find it quite stupid. Well, that's my opinion. If someone is reading, please give your opinions. Or if someone is listening to me, I don't like to spend so much time writing. Give me your opinions. I want to hear about you. Comment me. Try to as cruel as I am. But if you can't, well, do it. Stargate Universe is a show that's not this collage of things that are not working on the universe. I don't know. I expect that from the mid-season on, the show will start a new pace, kill all the previous characters, and maybe through some magic way we'll find Daniel Jackson aboard the Destiny, or something that will be new. I was thinking about how Universe and Atlantis differ in such many ways, and the best thing about Atlantis being on a foreign galaxy or in another galaxy and being far away from Earth. For most of the first season, they were not able to communicate with Earth. Thing that Destiny with that Universe has improved, because since the first or second episode they were already talking to Earth. What Atlantis managed to do in this city that hadn't shields, had not enough food, enough resources, power, manpower to work. They were tested by bad relationships in the Atlantis expedition were much quicker, and people was much intelligent, I might say. Probably critics would say that what the universe in the thing that the universe differs from Atlantis is that this crew wasn't prepared for what they were going to do. The Atlantis expedition was an expedition prepared by many months, but I don't get it. For example, all these people have a pretty good knowledge of ancient culture, ancient technology, how it works. Even some of the soldiers like Scott, know some ancient language, because Scott translated all the characters, some right, some wrong in the ship of the Destiny, but in the mini ship of the Destiny, in the shuttlecraft of the Destiny. But in Atlantis you had these people that were able, some of them, to speak ancient language, but most of them hadn't had that experience with ancient technology. McKay, Selenka, those first guys didn't knew what to expect in Atlantis. This city was light years, as what's the name of Paul McGillion character? Rodney. Shit. Let me see. Let me wiki it. I forgot. I forgot his name. Season 1. Ian Shepard. Beckett. As Beckett said it during the pilot episode of Atlantis Rising, the ancient technology was light years beyond what they did, and was light years beyond their knowledge. And here we are in Destiny, a quite low-tech ancient ship, and they don't know how to work with it, and their progress is quite fragmentary. What took McKay about 5 minutes to access the ancient database in Atlantis has taken. It hasn't still happened, and it's going to happen still in episode 10. I don't follow that line. Well, that's all. Hope you comment and post a reply, whatever. Bye.